Hey, it's Joe Glines, and I just want to mention this. Like a month ago or so, we had a client call with a doctor who'd done some really amazing stuff. He was using a tool called relay.app. I'll put the URL up over my head here so you can see it. And he had done some amazing automations. He was using it where it was automatically taking data out of his tool, pushing it into like a Google Sheets, processing it, and getting the results. The problem was, to me, was this tool, he had chosen PDFs because it can take PDF files. And a lot of AI tools can, and a lot of AI tools can't handle other types of file formats. The thing is, if he had been in his tool and exported it like as an XML file, which is one of his options, or even I think he had a CSV or tab delimited file, that structure was very clear. He was using AI to go identify the parts, but in the PDFs are fuzzy, if you understand what I mean. The structure, especially tools extracting them, they don't keep the structure very well at all. Even if you're paying for the Adobe COM object, it'll do a better job, but often you lose a lot of that structure, and there's other stuff in there that you don't realize, like headers and footers and other information that might confuse AI. But if you export it as an XML file or a JSON or a tab delimited text file, that structure is often there. And then I was telling him, like, hey, you know what? We don't even need AI. We can write either a regular expression, or if it's actually HTML was one of the other options you could export. We could load that into the DOM and programmatically get exactly what he wanted and not have to use AI. Now, it wasn't costing him a fortune, and it was working pretty reliably. But again, when you can predictively solve something, AI is great for using knowledge to scan information. And when you're looking for words that may or may need different things, you're not exporting them straight from a tool, like from a database. You're loading it with a document that's an article or something you read. It's great, amazing for that. But when you have data that's structured and you lose that structure, you're kind of, inventing a problem that you don't need to solve, right? So just want to remind you, if you are doing something like this, an easier way to deal with it is just to keep it in the XML or HTML or JSON. I mean, there's a lot of data types that might be there. If you're interested in learning more about this kind of stuff, we do talk about AI a lot during our hero calls. In that program, we have 3 hours of calls a week, so you can pick our brains, and we work a lot with AI. So hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Cheers.